welcome everybody to a supersized edition of the Mcpobid Pod. This is just FYI for the folks at home. I'm sure you all really couldn't sleep last night because you didn't get this, but extenuating things happen. We don't get paid enough to drop everything. Unfortunately, we've tried, but they don't give us enough money to drop everything. I mean, come on, let's be real. But this will be a supersized episode this week. You're going to get another one next week. And hey, if it works out, maybe we'll do that the rest of the way. Though, I mean, you'll be getting supersized episodes in the playoffs because there's only 2 matchups a week. So, we don't need to do all that. But that won't really be supersized. That'll be normal sized. Supersized in spirit, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
Something like that.
It's whatever. We got two weeks of matchups to talk about here. I mean, we got, the Steelers in the COVID protocol, everybody else getting COVID. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever. This is right. We say this every goddamn week. Someone's got it. Someone's in the protocol. Don't worry, they'll be fine by Sunday because that's how this shit rolls. And then someone will be positive on Sunday night or Monday. It's amazing. It's crazy. Oh, we didn't get that test in time. Who would have thunk it? Never would have imagined.
It's funny. I was listening to another podcast this morning, and the guys were talking about how you need to have a contingency plan for the season to abruptly end. And one of the other guys on the podcast is like, "You're full of crap. Like,
right?
Season's not going anywhere at this point. Like,
this is the NFL, bro.
We're continuing through. Like, we basically have had the worst case possible scenario happen multiple times, and they haven't stopped it. Yeah. So, like, it's going to move."
Every Monday or Sunday night, it's either one, depending. Someone is positive, like on at least multiple teams. Like they don't give a shit unless someone dies on the field. Then maybe we'll take a 10-minute moment of silence at the beginning of the game.
They apparently went through and found some sort of contact tracing data that basically says that the game itself doesn't transmit it that much. I don't know how they found that. I don't know what data they're looking at, but.
Well, according to them, it hasn't transmitted at all. We haven't seen anything between teams in a game yet.
Yeah, that's
I don't know how that's happening, but I guess it is. I mean, you think of like, what is it this week that, Vance McDonald was positive Sunday, Monday. I mean, they say you can be spreading it up to 2 days before you test positive, which if they're tested every day, it would have been that day. So, I mean, he was playing and rubbing all over even his teammates. I mean, the fact that it doesn't get through the locker rooms even, which is, I mean, you see everybody, there's, all these young guys or whoever are posting Instagram videos and shit. They're all up on each other without masks in like a normal locker room. So
yeah,
it just defies logic at this point how it hasn't taken over one locker room or gone between teams. I don't know. The NFL must have paid it off or something. I have no idea.
Just like that weather machine that they had a couple years ago for that New York Super Bowl.
Right, exactly, yes.
Obviously, it was 55 degrees and, okay.
Right. So, yeah, we turned on the weather machine, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, there's something. I mean, if anybody has some black voodoo magic, it's the NFL. I mean, I think it's pretty realistic. Somebody has lucky charm. I mean, you think of, or we look at this just objectively, like Adam Gase is a complete fucking idiot, but terrible football coach, but yet he still has the current job he's in, and he still keeps getting hired by people. He has obviously a evil rabbit's foot or something. I don't even know what the hell he has, but something that works. The NFL just defies logic. But whatever. We'll get back. We'll get to our match or the matchups here. We do the recap first. If you're an outside observer, shit, there was a lot of good matchups this week. 3 of them within 2 points, another one within 6 points, and the other 2 we won't talk about. That's pretty good. And if history is served, we've had score changes on Thursdays, so everybody hang on to their butts. I mean, if those matchups flip, it changes the whole standings. I mean, big time. It brings everybody closer together again, which is fun. I mean, we got to have some kumbaya shit going on.
Yeah, so just as a general announcement to anybody out there, if you're looking for keeper options, as I am, hit me up for some trades because I am pretty much out of this bitch.
You want Cortland Sutton? I'll give you Cortland Sutton.
I don't want Cortland Sutton. No.
Come on.
I've got some good. I have some good options on my team anyway that are for keepers for future years.
I'll give you Alshon.
Nah, it's okay.
You like him?
Nah, I don't like him. He can go suck a dick. I fucking hate Alshon.
Nah, you love him. You love him. It's fine. It's okay. I won't even charge you that much.
Thanks.
Listen, I'm going to play him to win my championship. That's how it's going to happen. He's going to score 50 in the championship game.
He probably will. He'll
score 50 that week when I'm not in the playoffs at all. So
yeah,
that's what I expect. But you know what? Let's just jump right in. Let's just get moving. We'll look at some of these recaps quickly. Some were close, some were good. You know, this it's just. I mean, I love that they show the preview here, and then my team decided to just do. I feel like this might be the beginning of the end. Like I mean, it's whatever. I mean, we can go down here and look at this is my receiver core that I had picked out at the beginning of the year, and they're all fucking right there. And then Thielen has just become a relegated piece of shit in that offense now. So they finally just figured out he was the old white guy and said, nope, we're done throwing him. He's past his usefulness. We're out.
Kirk Cousins can't look past one receiver. He finds a different receiver, and he just hangs on to it. That's why Diggs had to leave.
Yeah, and it worked out for him. He's looking a lot better in fucking Buffalo. But, this was just shit. Just fuck this team. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with receivers right now. So I might have to hold my hat on Alshon and goddamn Antonio Brown. This is who I've become. This is my life.
It's a great team in 2014.
Yeah, hey, I could win my championship all over again with a better team than I had. It's amazing. Anyway, I got this one right because I knew my team was going to shit the bed. You believed in me, and that's what you get for doing that.
I know.
Let's see. Our picks were not so great. I thought Nick Mullins would light it up, and, he sucked, so I felt like, oh, okay, I'll be fine getting wrong with that. Boy, did that not mean anything in the end. And you thought the Colts would get 0 points or less. And they said, nah. But, hey, you swung for the fences there. Baltimore did score points. It just
not as much as I thought.
Yeah, that offense just doesn't it's not clicking at all right now. Whatever. It's not looking great. We're going to slide down to this beautiful, depending on who you are, matchup of this lovely week that is decided by 0.26 goddamn points. I mean, that's I think that has to be the closest, at least right now, if it holds. But this is an easy score change. It really sucks. Tim Brady fucking sucked ass and gave Kelly a chance. But this was something else there. I don't even know how to describe this shit. It was just ugly all around. It's Hopkins only gets 3 looks. I mean, what the hell is that even? And this guy's getting some points and all that. And watching the football team and Van Der Esch just proving his absolute worthlessness again. I guess he did kind of okay for a couple games when he came back from injury. But I don't know. I think the problem here was, I will say this because it did happen. Kelly did switch out Juju at 12:47 on Sunday. So, and that's the difference right there.
Yep. And Juju got it. She pissed him off.
She did. She pissed him off. I mean, he was getting all this heroics. She was yelling at the TV. I mean, it was yelling at the park. Either one. We were, wherever we were. Interesting. I'll give you a fun fact just by the way, the rest of the way out. We had the same picks this week other than
your pick.
My matchup.
Yeah.
So how about that? So I got at least one right, man. Hey, I'm coming back. I'm only down 5. 4 weeks to go. Suck it. Anyway, my pick was that Juju would have 7 more points than Claypool, and that's 21.3. Just short. I've been having a lot of close calls recently.
Yeah.
I guess I could feel good about that. I don't know. Whatever. And you said this would be decided by less than 2 points, which we're going to call it now. I don't care about – I'm not going revisionist history. This is the pod now. It's less than 2 points. You had that one right.
Yeah, even with a score change, I can't imagine that it's decided by more than 2.
Well, the only way, I mean, it could be is if, Colin – no, that's true. There would have to be some big score, right? Unless they take away a touchdown or something. I don't know.
You'd have to take multiple tackles away from somebody's play.
Yeah, it would have to be call it a catch or a carry. I don't know. Yeah, right. There would have to be a lot. But anyway, yeah, so you nailed this one right on the head. This was pretty goddamn tight. It was ugly, but it was tight in the end. So I guess fun for them, whatever. I mean, but you look, if this one gets flipped around, it changes everything. I mean, you have both teams going to 4 and 5, and that, it's a whole new dynamic. So it's, these flip. We're going to have some big time things. We're going to flip down to you and Mr. Grant, and this is a 2.5er, which is insane close again. You're just getting the bad luck of somebody getting hurt and pulling up a 0.
First play of the
instantly,
game.
Right? Yeah, you can't even give you a couple points. I mean, shit, he makes a catch for 10 yards, so that's it. You win. It's just insanely shitty. Well, we technically got this one right for the time being. My pick on this one was that I called the Marv game against you because you liked it, but he didn't even have 3 catches. Determined touchdown, so that didn't work for me. You, my friend, you picked Josh Allen to be the QB1 of this week.
I was so close.
Yeah, and I looked that up, and Kyler Murray was the QB1 by 0.9 points over Josh Allen. I mean, that's pretty impressive. See, we're getting better with these picks. They're just so close. But, it's just not going to cut it.
So close.
Yeah.
So close. T-Mac broke one off for me. Everybody was doing their job with that bullshit squad that I had to put out there. I mean, look at that wreck that I had to piece together. And then, just short.
The Texans D didn't help. Levante could have just got you one more tackle for a loss. Yeah. You gave it a run, and it's just bullshit. MVS is just fucking worthless. But, this was not really an ugly matchup. I mean, you guys both scored reasonably well, led by 2 big QB performances. It's just, right, bad luck is what it's coming down to. It's just very unfortunate that you're getting raked over the coals. It's, again, Grant's team hasn't been scoring much at all recently, but, he'll make sure that he adds on to your highest.
The funniest part was going into Sunday night, I actually thought I had it won because I thought to myself, I was like, there's no way Leonard Fournette gets, more than 10 points, to take this thing from me. And then I look at his stat line, and it's 1 carry, but 6 fucking catches.
6?
When does Leonard Fournette catch the goddamn ball?
Right? 41 yards. And you think about that, too. I love the stat on that game that the Tampa Bay had 5 total rushes, and one of them was a kneel down to end the game. They only had 4 goddamn rushes the entire game. You think, oh, yeah, these idiots are playing Tampa Bay running backs. You're fucking set. They didn't score anything. They didn't do nothing. I mean, that's when you know that somebody out there fucking hates you.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette getting 6 catches in a game. I mean, that's
DeAndre Hopkins shit.
I don't know what kind of level of evil that you have made angry, but there's something going on that Leonard Fournette getting 6 catches is what does you in. I don't know what world we're living in. I didn't even know he knew how to catch the ball.
I didn't either. He never caught it before in his career. I'm like willing to bet that he doesn't have 6 catches in a season.
Yeah, is there an NFL reference, like basketball reference? I kind of want to look it up. There's got to be some kind of stat on that. That's fucking insane. That's a tough loss. This flips. I think you're right. If this flips in your favor, 3 and 6 is obviously much more doable than 2 and 7 right now. But
not to mention, I would have jumped Grant in the standings. I'd be in the driver's seat, controlling my own destiny here on out. Pretty much.
Yeah, you would. I mean, I think if you, especially probably look at your matchups just the way, if you want out, obviously 7-6. I think at this point, you look at the standings. I think 7-6 is going to make the playoffs. I can guarantee that. But I think definitely at 6-7 easily can make it now. There's probably going to be a huge fucking logjam come week 13 of all these teams just bum fucking each other into mediocrity. But hey, whatever. Parody. No, it's parody. It's fun. Anyway, we'll slide down to Lyle and Rachel. This was ugly. At first, early on, I thought this had WNBA written all over it. It was going to be like 80-80 at one point, and some lucky shit at the end. Obviously, my pick didn't matter. This is just whatever. It's ugly shit. Kyle Murray getting that points, just in front of Josh Allen, just enough to squeak out. But I mean, otherwise, this from everybody. It was just Miko Hardman's got COVID, so there's that. There's another COVID. Yeah. What the hell? Did I freeze? Oh, what? Oh, it did update. Oh shit, it's updating on the fly.
Uh-oh.
Well. Okay. Well, we're fine. Everything's better, I guess. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we're still here. This was just an ugly shithole of a matchup. Lions defense, -1 points, 2 points. Darius Leonard with another stupid game. Going to lose his wedding ring again out of that, I guess.
Good Lord, 15 fucking tackles. That man.
15 tackles that get you 23 points, though. Are they all solo tackles? Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Fumble recovery. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
It's really fucking – is he the only one on the defense out there? Is everybody else just like, whoa, Darius is around? Is it like, when they let Russell Westbrook get a rebound at the end of the game so they get a triple-double, like, whoa, everybody clear out. Let him get a tackle.
I do feel like that. I was watching that game for a lot of it, and the funny thing is they run a lot of nickel. So, yeah. I don't know, how he's getting all these tackles. There's at least another linebacker out there, and you would think that the nickel back, which is just basically an extra safety, should be getting a lot of the stuff. Because you're playing past – it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
Nope. I don't get it either. It's just whatever. I picked this one as WNBA. Not right. It was WNBA in the hearts, even if not in real life. You had the Rachel's running backs getting over 23 points. Not even combined, but, hey, we can't win them all.
Yep.
We tried to believe. We can only do so much for you people. I mean, come on. Anywho, we'll slide down to another just tight, close one. Tim and D'Lo right on top of each other.
Which one is top on bottom?
Yeah, it's true. It depends at this
top,
point.
D'Lo bottom?
Yeah, that's right. For now. Someone might be coming power bottom by tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, this was, what you want to expect out of a good old-fashioned slobber knocker. Both teams scoring points, getting their big guns. McCaffrey coming back, looking like McCaffrey, and then hurting himself all at the same time. David Johnson died maybe.
He got hurt midway through the first quarter.
Yeah. And, Jerry Jeudy throwing his big out game, and Adams is still fucking just taking everything in there, and Metcalf with one of those. The Chiefs, here you go. This is a defensive pick. Let's just call right here the decision, a -1, losing by just over 1 point. That'll do it.
Yep.
Carolina's had a decent offense, but, hey, it was what it was, and whatever. Yeah, could have went with them Bills. That's amazing. Obviously you look at it, the Bills were not the pick of the week, but shit, they got all kinds of shit going. A lot of turnovers, a lot of sacks.
Yep.
Still give up a ton of points, but don't matter. Get that shit. But yeah, this is what you want to see from two big time names just throwing it out there.
Yep.
Again, we look at this one, it flips. It won't mean as much for D'Lo if it changes. He'll be 7-2 and run away, but Tim takes a loss here. He goes to 4-5, or no, 3-6.
3-6.
And that's obviously climb-outable. But shit, that would be tough. So everybody hang on to your butts. See if someone gets a Darius Leonard tackle somewhere in here. You never know. It's possible. Anyway, we both got this one wrong as well. We did not have our best weeks. let's see. Our picks on this sumbitch is I'd say the Patriots were going to have less than 5 points, and I didn't get that one against the shitty-ass Jets, which they almost lost, which is amazing. I got one. Hey. And you said that all of Deal's players would outscore each matchup individually, and, well, not quite. You tried, but, well, you know. So sometimes you swing for the fences. It could have happened. No,
that was one of the most bold predictions I think I've ever made because that just logically doesn't really happen often.
That would be incredibly – I mean, unless it was a major blowout. That could have happened in my matchup. You might have got it right there.
Okay.
But it's in a close one, it's tough. But you know, even if he won by 1 point, it could have been everybody incrementally better. You got to swing for the fences, and I like where your head's at. Anyway, we'll swing down to our match of the week, which was a good one, but considering everything else, it wasn't the best one of the week. But still, this is a 6-pointer. It was close. This thing swung all over the place, back and forth, going on. I mean, who knows? I wasn't sure how this was going to end and, go in the end. And Christian Kirk, he did literally diddly dick on my team. Of course he has 25 points now. Of course he's fucking good now that I fucking booed his ass to hell. Fucking asshole. But, this was close. I think, if you want to look for an excuse on here, let's just give it to the Steelers defense, who got some points, but fucking they let goddamn Garrett Gilbert look like a Tony Romo light. I mean, shit. Like, I don't know what the hell. That's, in watching Steelers football over the years, that's a very Steelers game of where they're supposed to blow the shit out of this team, and they're going to, at best, barely win, which is –
play down to the competition, yeah.
Yeah, they do that a lot pretty well. But, nothing crazy going on here except for Christian Kirk, you fucking cockbag. Kelsey doing big, Brown doing big. Breeze, showing he wasn't an old man. Fucking Breeze did so good that it led to Jameis eating another goddamn W. And that dude is just –
he's not all there.
He's not all there. I don't think that's like a making fun of myself joke. I think he really thinks that's cool because he did it right on the on-field interview and then in the locker room again or something like.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't trying to make fun of yourself, but it's incredibly creepy and disgusting all at the same time, man. Like, yeah, sure, you got a garbage time pass. What do you fucking do? Feel good about yourself. That'll replace you with Taysom Hill so quick.
Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever.
No, not at all. We go with these picks here. I said that Drew Brees would have 35 points, thinking he'd come back. And, close again, but no cigar. You went with two very bold ones that just did not work out in the end. That Mariah would be the highest scorer this week. And, well, no, she didn't try hard enough. That's all I did. And the Steelers would score 22 points against the shitty Cowboys who were starting player to be named later. And, well, that unfortunately didn't happen either.
Damn.
It was a tough week. Unfortunately, we did not get many right as a team. You got one right this week, and it was picking against yourself. So, I don't know if that should make you feel good or not.
Hooray!
Probably not. But, hey, whatever. It's good. It's fine. It's fun. We looked at those standings. I don't know how things things are going to go. It looks tight. We'll check them out here at the end of the preview for everybody. Everybody can take a look at the standings. Yeah, they're incredibly tight. I mean, look, there's a lot of 4 and 5s, a lot of 5 and 4s. I mean, everybody's right up on each other's assholes. So
yeah,
there's 4 weeks left. I mean, anybody can take it at this point.
We say anyone can take it, but there's clearly.
Well, yeah, you and Rachel are in the biggest hot spot of water. That's for sure. You would need some help, but I think a 6-win team has a shot at the playoffs at least. Whether it's going to happen or not is another question, but I think there's a shot for sure. If you get your score flipped and take a 3-6 record, I think you got a much better chance. But it's not there. But and then Grant and Kelly are there 3-6s, and Kelly just has. It's about your luck this year anyway. I mean, she lost the score change. Yeah. She's lost what last week was like within a point or two. This week's a point or two. I mean, that's just the getting kicked in the metaphorical balls over and over again on a weekly basis. It sucks, but it sucks. It's a 2020 year. unfortunately. Anyway, we're going to shoot right into week 10. That's right. We're going to shoot right into week 10.
Masters week.
Stuff. Yeah. We're going to do it good. We'll start off with myself against Mr. D'Lo, which looking good on records. But his team has taken a bye injury week, which, hey, I'm not going to complain about, but I think that signals that he's probably going to score 180 points and I'm going to lose. Because why not? Cam Newton's going to actually come back and pretend like he was the first 3 weeks and have, a 6-touchdown game. And fucking Duke Johnson's going to prove that he's a real boy. I don't know. It's
real boy.
Whatever. It's stupid shit. I mean, Mahomes is out, McCaffrey's out, David Johnson's out. Everything looks pretty good on my side. Herbert against Miami, that's going to be points. Kamara against San Francisco, they should maybe want to run the ball because San Francisco sucks and they'll get a big lead. James Conner against Cincinnati, they suck. Then we just look at my shit-ass receiver crew, and it's a lot worse. We got a head-to-head. Oh, Jefferson and Thielen. We'll see which person Kirk Cousins wants to disappoint more this week. It's fun. Landry, Cooks, Judy, and hey, look, we could do another head-to-head. Oh, how about that? Fun. Unless I decide to throw out Alshon or Antonio Brown, which all of it makes me want to crawl into a hole and die if I'd start one of those fuckers.
Antonio in a heartbeat over top of Alshon, though.
Well, yes, okay. If I had to start one of those two, I would take Antonio. He did get some looks and some yards. I feel like he is right now. I mean, Alshon maybe he can come back, maybe be good, but not this week, probably not.
Alshon doesn't give a fuck. Alshon's dead to me.
Maybe that's exactly why he's going to score a lot of points. I mean,
probably, yeah.
I like this attitude. Keep it up. The defensive matchups don't look super great. The Bills, I'm amazed they're getting that low of a projection when they just did what they did to Seattle.
Number one scoring offense in the NFL, though.
You got that, but I don't know. Who knows? I think that's still low. I figured maybe 4 or 5. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's projection. It means nothing anyway.
It's true.
Means dick. He's sitting through some bye week hell. Emmanuel Sanders might come back. He might be playing coy. I don't know. On paper, with all the guys out, I look to be the better team, but I know how this works. And my team's going to shit the bed because that's what they are good at doing now, and I'm absolutely not going to pick myself to win this week.
So you're picking D'Lo?
Of course. It has to be that way.
I'm picking D'Lo because it's Masters Week, and you don't pick against Tiger Woods, y'all, on Masters Week.
Yep. See, there you go. I got another thing working against me.
I'm sorry.
That's not your fault. Could have just not told me about it.
Yeah, I'm taking D'Lo. And here's the reason why. It really has nothing to do with Tiger Woods, but here's my bold prediction, and I know you're going to hate this, but Justin Herbert goes less than 15.
Shit, I might start Lamar then. Fine. Jesus.
Probably
no, I'm kidding. You picked it at my work.
But Herbert's great. This is just the first time that he's seen a legit defense in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not I've been, sitting there worrying about that for a little while. I feel like a letdown game is due. I mean, he's been having a great year, and it's got to happen at some point, and it's possible. I think Lamar is in a good matchup, even though he hasn't been playing well. So it's something I'm going to chew on at least for sure. I'll go crazy in the other direction here. I'm going to say that Mr. Cam Newton is going to come back and he's going to put up a 40 burger on me because why not?
Ooh, baby.
I mean, he shouldn't by every stretch of the imagination. That should never happen.
It's true.
So book it. All right, we'll slide down here to you versus Rachel again. Well, you guys haven't met this year in different divisions, right? So, inter-division matchup. Unfortunately, teams. Well, you guys have been rocked the most by everybody scoring points against you. So,
yep.
I'm very curious. How does that work here? I mean, which law works out? You guys don't do so well, or you're just going to score a million points against each other? I mean, it's
The law that works out here is that Rachel's going to score 185.
okay. I mean, that's yeah. Well, I could see it. Unfortunately, your team's not looking too bad. You get Galladay back, and might play. And Hunt Rogers is doing all right. Rob McLaurin, those are solid dudes. I like your receivers much better than hers, and
Yeah.
even the running backs, situation much better too. The Saints matchup, you went with the big one. The Lions, Washington, whatever. These guys do good things too. And it's pretty much that. Still, T.Y. Hilton's still on the bench. It's incredible. I just think it's amazing. Like, he's a name, but God, does he suck? He's got double digits once, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate. He's just tanked. Anywho, I think, your team's looking good. You just have no luck. I mean, that's really all it is right now. You just have no goddamn luck. But I think you're going to pull this one out, even though this is a script game where it usually goes against you. But I'm going to say you're going to pull this one out. And I'm going to also say that you, as a team, will score 170 points as a team.
Ooh. I'm going to pick myself as well.
Okay, I like it.
But my bold prediction is the antithesis of yours. This is the WNBA championship.
Okay. Well, on paper, that's kind of looking that way right now.
It is.
But what does paper know? Paper doesn't know shit. Paper gets murdered from its parents every day.
On paper, they do have another matchup that's closer to WNBA than.
Yeah. We'll get down there to that one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I feel like this lineup's probably not set right now, but who knows? Fair enough.
But still.
Yeah. I think. I don't think your team's bad. It's just you got no luck. That's literally all it's come down to, which is even worse. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be better if your team just had literally everybody hurt and you had to throw out like fucking a McCown or something. But this is unfortunately the case.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll slide on to this big mamma jam of a matchup. Miss Kelly versus Mr. Tim, who are both projected to have a pretty good week. Both teams are kind of in the same area where they're not bad, just again, not finding the ways to win. Kelly's lost, I think, how many matchups under 4 points. Tim, I don't know what the hell's going on with Tim's team at all this year. I mean, he could easily have a score flip that puts him at 3-6. And I mean, you really look at his team and it's like, oh, I mean, he is like the second highest points right now, I think. So
it's crazy.
Just losing them close and tight. We look. Phillip Rivers has got to get a spot start on a Thursday. That's always tough. I mean, I feel bad for that situation right there. Kelly's looking to get back to full health. You got a Jude, you get a Thomas. Always got to play Mike Williams, but then you go against Metcalf and Adams, and I don't know, Godwin is whatever. Not as scary as he used to be with whatever the fuck they're doing down there in Tampa Bay right now. But she went big on the Eagles' defense, which, I don't blame. The Giants don't do much of anything. The Patriots against Baltimore, that's not as good looking. Linebackers are linebackers, whatever. They give you what they're going to give you. I bet you got Fulgham sitting there. I know he likes his Fulgham. But, this just looks really good and tight on paper. I think I gotta pick Kelly again. I just have to do it. Otherwise I get yelled at, and I don't like getting yelled at. This week I got yelled at because I wouldn't trade Blake Martinez for Deontay Johnson because she thinks giving up the number one linebacker in points is good for any reason.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do her solid. She, has Juju and Johnson, and hates having to pick between the two of them and just wants, say, Deontay gone. I said, all right, I will take him off your hands.
Yeah.
I offered her Perrin, who's, he's not great, but if that team gets rid of Adam Gase, he's the number one running back.
You offered her LaMichael Pirine?
Listen, Deontay Johnson's, the third best receiver on that team, maybe. Okay, right? But he, Perrin could be a number one running back next year with a competent coach and maybe Trevor Lawrence. Like, there could be some value there. I'm not saying it's a lot. I'm just saying it's an option. At least gives you something to think about. I do play him anyway.
I do think the Blake Martinez trade is a more fair trade.
Fuck that shit. I'm not giving her fucking Blake Martinez. He's a dick.
I mean, you just love your boy Blake, but that's fine. That's all. That's your prerogative.
That's my boy, man. He's scoring points. I'm not giving his ass up. You don't let that go. When you get a good linebacker, you hold on to him tight. You grab those calves until they rupture. Anyway.
Super weird analogy.
It is what it is. I want to pick this one weird, though. I'm going to say that look at these matchups. I'm going to say these are going to be 1-2 in scoring.
Ooh.
These two. And I'm going to do a secret, not secret, but awesome double pick and say that Kelly will win by less than 2 points this week.
Oh, all right.
He's going to get the reverse in here.
So I'm picking Tim.
Of course. Yes.
And my bold prediction is Tim wins, even though Travis Fulgham outscores all of his starting wide receivers. Not combined, but Travis Fulgham would have been number one starting wide receiver.
Yes, so Fulgham will just be the number one receiver on the team.
Yeah, on his team. Yep.
Okay. That's definitely within the realm of possibilities, but it's fun, so that's all that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We're going to slide down to this. It doesn't look really good on paper matchup.
These are the worst two names in the league, by the way.
Well, one of them at least makes more sense than the other one. I get it. I get the pun. I understand it. I will still never get the other one. It's probably why his ankle went 90 degrees the way it shouldn't be.
And that is also the worst 6-3 team I've ever seen. Like, to be 6-3 with that shit is remarkable.
Yeah. Dak carried him at the beginning of the year. He was number one QB material, carried a lot. And really Sanders did too, to be honest. It was those two just that came hot out of the gate, carried this fucking team all the way. But yeah, it's not looking great on paper. There's a lot of Tennessee players going Thursday, which we'll see what really that happens there. The receivers, look, it's one of my former receivers then showing up in the starting lineup. Who would have thought it? Anyway, yeah, we look at this receiver crew and it's like, yeah, there's some people you recognize, but any of them really going to do anything? No defense, no Butker. Darius Leonard, they give him points. It's incredible. I don't know. But he's playing Thursday. Maybe he's not going to show up for it. I don't know. Oh, my God. How many fucking quarterbacks are on this team? Jesus.
Honestly, there's who should be starting, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Should be Goff.
Yeah, I would honestly say, either one of these two, to be honest. Drew Lock had a pretty good game, too, and Vegas sucks. Drew Brees, I think, was an anomaly of a game. It worked last week because it had to. But, it's Drew goddamn Brees. I don't know. And then, no, they can't start the tight end that you really want. It's tough. If Chris Carson's live, he's always worth a look. But, this is going to be ugly. You look at the team, and it's just like, it's two teams filled with wild cards. Like,
yeah,
these aren't your steady hands. They're they're the Charlie Kellys of fantasy football world. They're just a fucking wild card. They might cut your brakes, or they might solve the gas crisis. It could go either way. Exactly.
Wild card.
Exactly. Right. Oh no! He cut the brakes. Oh, he knew he was going to do that shit. It does look ugly. I think I'm going to give, the way I look at this, I'm going to give Mariah a bounce back week. Yeah. And the fact that she's carrying 3 QBs, this is not really an outlandish pick, but I'm going to say Drew Lock is her best QB and by 7 points.
So I'm picking Mariah.
Okay.
And I am also saying I'm trying to figure out a good way to phrase this. The reason I'm picking Mariah is because Derrick Henry's going to score twice. 2 tutties for Derrick Henry.
Okay. Sure.
Therefore, he gets the points, not Tannehill. And it also fucks A.J. Brown a little bit, too, for Mariah. But
well, I mean, listen, Tannehill doesn't throw much, and if he throws his, 10 passes to fucking or A.J. Brown,
yep.
There you go. But honestly, if he's going to throw 10 passes, I want them to go to Corey Davis instead. Sorry, not sorry. That's just how I want things to roll.
I think Derrick Henry scores twice, at least twice.
Yeah, Indianapolis got a good defense too. So this is lining up to be a great Thursday night shitfest of a matchup.
You remember last year, or was it 2 years ago? It may have been 2 years ago when the Jags defense was like fairly decent yet. And Derrick Henry was competing still for touches with Deion Lewis and whatever else in the backfield. And then he had that huge game for like 280 yards and multiple touchdowns.
Yeah.
That was Thursday night. That's what's happening tomorrow night.
That's true. We usually get a Titans-Jaguars Thursday night. We amazingly have not got that this year.
It's the Derrick Yeti game because when the weather starts to get cold, Henry turns into Yeti. He starts getting stronger with the cold weather.
Oh, okay. Big man. This is big man pants.
Yeah.
I like it. We'll slide down to this one here of Mr. Grant and versus Cody. Fuck Cody. Fuck him and his team that's scoring. He's still peaking too early. I don't care. He's going to score his goddamn points. He's going to win out, and then fucking first matchup in the playoffs, he's going to score 108.4 and fucking lose. Just watch.
Yep.
You're peaking too early, bro. You're peaking too early. Everybody knows it. You can't peak too early. Doesn't work for anybody. I look at this and I'm sure there's going to be just a fucking destruction game. Dalvin Cook's going to get 400 touches against Chicago. Everything else just looks like it's going to be just all over Grant's team. You're going to start Marv. Shark's not going to do what he did again. He's not playing you. Same with Parker. Fournette. I mean, about 15 points for Fournette. What drugs is Sleeper on right now? I mean,
no clue.
I mean, holy fuck.
That makes 0 sense.
Yeah, it makes 0 sense. I think what I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna steal. I bet Robert Woods is gonna get up in there. I'm gonna steal your pick from last week in a different matchup and say that I'm gonna pick Cody because he's peaking right now and it's too early.
Okay.
I'm going to say he is going to his matchups are going to individually outscore every one of Grant's.
Okay. I'm picking Cody.
Okay.
Scroll down real quick.
Yeah.
Because I had a bold prediction in my head and I just lost it. Oh, yeah, here it is. I'm picking Cody, but my bold prediction is that Dalvin Cook does not eclipse 12.
Ooh, that's bold. That's bold right now. Bold. I like it. That's where I want to be. Bold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna safely bet that Cody's gonna be in first place after this week in the division, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna go with the old Alex Conlon matchup of the week. I mean, other ones could have been picked. I don't know. These two teams are going full tilt. They both win ugly. I mean, it's just been ugly all year. So if it's fitting, they're going to go up against each other in this pivotal matchup week. Alex is just finding every way to squeak by right now. I feel like that luck is going to run out at some point too. It's not been convincing at all, none of it. And then Colin's team just won by 0.26 points or maybe lost by a point. We'll find out tomorrow. You know, I think this is going to be close and exciting from that point of view. But you look at these players and, you know, nothing's really great. You know, Deshaun Watson's cool. Higgins might be all right. You know, Diggs, Hopkins, of course. Maybe Mapletron. I don't know. Kirk, you know. It is what it is. Nothing stands out here as crazy. You know, this one's going to go, I think, pretty even down to the wire. DeAndre Hopkins getting a big 20-point prediction, and Stephon Diggs. It's
huge.
Shit, man. I don't know what sleeper knows that we don't know, but they know something. You know, I don't really think this is what's going to happen, but I'm going to pick Alex to win just because he's fucking winning everything just by pure happenstance at this point. So
okay.
I don't know why I'd pick against like the fucking will of the gods. And I'm going to say, I'm just going to go crazy here. I'm going to say that Shepard will be the highest receiver in all of the matchup.
Okay. I'm picking Conlon.
Okay.
And my bold prediction is the Ravens defense goes negative.
Ooh, bold indeed. Ravens defense less than 0 points. That is what I call a bold prediction.
Yeah.
That's what I call a sticky situation. Listen, that lines up with my pick of the week that, you know, Cam Newton scores 40-plus points. So kind of a tandem pick there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that synergy we got going. I mean, people have to fake and work at that shit for years. We got this done in weeks.
Yeah.
That's why we should be getting a network deal. Spotify should be paying us millions of dollars to exclusively pod through them.
Exactly. Yeah. We need the Joe Rogan deal.
That's right. Hey, the fucking Bill Simmons deal. Get all that goddamn money. Yeah. You know, we were going to check out the stand. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Okay. Anyway, we're going to check out, we'll give a quick look at the standings as we promised. You know, it's just unfortunate. As we've discussed, this is almost 200 more points than anybody else in your division. It's no one's living through that pain.
I think it's anyone else in the league, too. Scroll down.
Right. Well, you got Rachel's the only one close.
And
higher, but yeah, mine's up there too, by the way, as well. I got the third highest because of fucking course I do right now. Everybody's scoring a million goddamn points to me. I lost to you when I scored 170 points because of reasons.
Yeah.
So that's just the way this is going. Fucking shit. But yeah, you know, I talk about this logjam. You know, a 6-3 team there leading this division, the Januses. But you got 5-4, 5-4, 4-5. Then we go 5-4, 5-4 again. You know, the 3-6, Mr. Grant and Kelly. You're not out of it. I mean, I think 5-4 is holding 6th place right now. That's 2 games, 4 weeks. Can be done. You know, Kelly's got the points to make an attack if she gets some couple big weeks here. For sure. Grant, not so much, but, hey, it's not possible. And you're sitting there, too. You go on a little run. I think 6 and 7's got a chance. It's definitely possible at this point.
It does.
Everybody's playing each other. I don't know what the remaining schedule looks like for everybody, but I know the last 3 weeks have been designed to be all division matchups. So people are going to beat up on each other.
I can tell you my schedule. It's Rachel.
Okay.
D'Lo, Alex, okay, and I think Mariah.
Listen, you're going to run the gauntlet. You're going to prove your worth. You get your bunny out of the way this week. and then you just take everybody else down. You shove your fist up their ass and work your mouth like a puppet.
Scrambled eggs like D'Lo used to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Exactly. Yeah, you're gonna have a battle, but you get that flip, and then I'm telling you, it's gonna flip in your way. You get the flip, whole new outlook on life, and you got a chance. If you get the flip, you got a chance. Now you're gonna struggle a bit.
I honestly thought last week was my flip, and that was my momentum, and that turned out to be a fucking lie. So,
well, listen, the score is going to change in your favor. Just watch, just wait. You see, that should be a bold prediction. I'm not going to do that, but I should make it that way. It's going to change. I think 2 of the 3 scores are going to flip. We're going to get a flip, Philadelphia, and I don't know. Anyway, it's close. Either way, we look at it. These are close for everybody else.
I don't think the country can handle that many score changes within a 10-day period.
No, you never know, man. Flip it all. Listen, they didn't count all of those tackles just yet. Still some tackles on the cutting room floor that have not been counted.
We have mail-in tackles.
Listen, they're taking their time, okay? They got to make sure that they're doing it right. They're taking their time.
We're still waiting on full stats from the Raiders game.
Exactly. Right. We don't know what happened. There was a blackout there in the middle of it. We got to sort through some shit. John Gruden went supernova. It messed the whole goddamn thing up. We got to sort through a couple fucking things. We got to see that Jameis Winston eating a W didn't fucking break the time-space continuum. There's still a lot out there on that as well. Don't worry. I mean, there's a chance. Anyway, it's Thursday morning or Thursday some point. That's when the stat corrections happen in this league for some reason.
It's true.
So it'll be interesting to see. But, either way, we look at this and it's, okay, so you and Rachel maybe might not be technically out of it, but you're not in a great spot. I'll admit it. But everybody else still has a chance, at least. Grant and Kelly, yeah, you're 2 back, but 2 back, 4 games, you're going to control a lot of your fate, being your own division matchup. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you go on a run, one of those 2 teams wins out, I guarantee they'd make the playoffs. People are going to beat up on each other. I think a 6 and 7 team is going to make the playoffs.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. But I think it's possible. I can see one of these 5 and 4 teams just falling apart at the end of the year. It's definitely doable. But anyway, it's going to be fun. Everybody, go out and do whatever football-wise, or sit and watch the Masters all on Sunday. I think that'll be fun too.
That's what I plan on doing.
It's literally a tradition unlike any other this year.
Yeah, it's true. Never before tradition.
Never. Unlike any of the other ones. So, yeah, if you don't want to sit and watch football, which might be beneficial for your health overall, sit and watch the Masters. I mean, I think that'll be fun. See if goddamn DeChambeau will hit the ball 500 yards off the tee. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah.
Supposedly, did you hear how he's, we're not a golf podcast, but did you hear how he's going to play part of Amen Corner? You hear what he's going to do?
I might have, but
13 par 5.
Yeah.
He's going to play supposedly into the 14th fairway.
Jesus, like over all that grove of trees?
Over the grove of trees is what he's going to try to do to hit a wedge in to eliminate that turn.
It's fucking insane. I saw, I forget who it was. I saw somebody had a tweet or like that somebody was playing with him and like said what he hit into all the goddamn holes. I was like, this is fucking absurd. Like he hit something, I forget, it was like 3-wood 7-iron into that green like in a practice round. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's
crazy. And I guess, it works. You beef up and out drive it. I want to see though, if he drives number 1 green, Faldo said he was going to go streaking, and
he said he would jump out of the tower.
Or he's going to jump out of the tower. You're right.
Out of the tower too. Because there's certain death there involved with that, and I'm okay if Faldo dies. Like,
I mean, I don't think, unless it's Sunday, I don't think Faldo's going to be in the tower that early. But yeah, I kind of want to see it. I mean, I don't want to see Faldo naked, but I want to see, him actually uphold the bet.
I mean, the thing is, I don't think we'll see him naked. If he does the bet the way that he said he would do the bet, which is I will jump out of my tower and then run around Augusta naked.
Well, if he lands feet first, he's just going to shatter his legs. He's still got to get naked at that point.
I guess you're right. You're right.
Yeah, only death, stops the streaking. Everything else is still got to happen.
How high is that tower? 20 feet?
I have no idea. It's a good question. I mean, we could say, I would say at most it's probably 20 feet at most. Yeah, but it's on 18. I have no idea. They probably someone put a mattress underneath it just so you can.
the bouncy castle from that episode of The Office.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna bounce, do a couple flips.
Dwight, you ignorant slut. Jim Nance, you ignorant slut.
That's right. The guy is gonna kill himself, pretending to kill himself.
Man,
it's a great show. Great pod, and this is fun. We supersized you guys. I mean, I think that's fun. You're just gonna just jam it all out this week. Get ready for the week football. This is week fucking 10, double digits, bitches.
Yeah,
only 4 weeks go, and as you looked at the standings, we showed you everything's right up each other's assholes. So,
you know what? It doesn't even feel like that. I mean, I was looking at it this week, and I'm like, holy shit, where did 9 weeks go so fast? So
yeah, it's all been one kind of mushed together thing. It just feels like one big week.
Yeah,
but it's true. It's been 10 weeks. It's really hard to think. But yeah, hey, we're nearing the stretch here, and everybody better put up or shut up. It's go time.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, everybody have fun. Watch the Masters. I mean, do it anyway. You can watch it Saturday, and we'll catch you all next week.
Yeah, go Tiger.